الموارد البشرية الحكومية. جلستنا اليوم بتكون بعنوان الصحة النفسية والمؤسسات ذات الأداء العالي. ونستضيف اليوم بيكون معانا الدكتور خليفة المقبالي، طبيب ومعالج نفسي معتمد من البورد الألماني. تفضل دكتور، المايك عندك.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته جميعا. إن شاء الله بس أتأكد أن الصوت والصورة كويس. حد يأكد علي؟ شوف البرزنتيشن.
الصوت والصورة تمام.
خلاص البرزنتيشن واضح.
ما طلع عندنا البرزنتيشن.
الحين أتحرك أنا. I'm changing. مو بلاش يطلع؟
لا بعده.
Okay. This is share again. Share.
الحين تمام. تمام.
والحين شيء أوكي.
تمام.
ممتاز جدا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته جميعا. أول شيء أعتذر من جانبي أنا عن التأخير تكنيكال. وفي البرزنتيشن تبعي عن تكلم عادة المفروض خولة الفاوندر تبع تتكلم عنه وتخبرنا بالضبط عن تكلم شو هو از بلاتفورم. الحين أنا بسوي لأول مرة لأن خولة عندها تكنيكال ايشيو. We will go. So تكلم is a platform for an online counseling. زين. وعادة الفكرة تبعها أن تكلم جاية من لغتنا نحن العربية. One question, should I speak in English or Arabic? Sorry for that. Or German?
Whatever suits you.
Okay, because I just remember, so I was speaking Arabic before this, so I will translate to English. So Takallam is on a platform where like we are trying to do counseling and online. So in your comfort of your home, with connecting you with a professional counselor that could take you from feeling bad to be better. So it is an app, and Khawla, I hope she will join us and she will take you through how this app could connect you, how you could, and there is like the free consultation code where you could book your session with a therapist.
Can you hear me?
Great.
Yes. Good morning everyone. Assalamu alaikum. بس بشكل سريع تكلم اب موجودة على الاب ستور اندرويد وجوجل بلاي. تنزلون الاب او بامكانكم تو اكسس تكلم بعد على الويب سايت takallamhere.com. احاول قد ما اقدر اتكلم both languages so everyone is able to catch as much as possible. So you can download Takallam's app on the app store both in Android and iOS, or you can visit takallamhere.com to access the free code that was created only for Fahar's employee, where you get a free consultation on Takallam using the code Fahar, FAHR. تقدرون تستخدمون الكود اللي موجود مجانا حق موظفين فهر، وهالكود اسمه فهر. عن طريق هالكود تقدرون تحصلون الاستشارة المجانية. أتمنى كل حد سمع بوضوح، وبعد هالمعلومات بيتم إرسالها عن طريق التيم الHR Club. We will share this information with you as well through the HR Club, so everyone has it for their reference.
So if Khawla, your voice was not that clear, so Khawla was just saying all the information to have this free code for session, which is specially for this group, will be sent to you after the session. So let's just start. And I was showing like in the chat, people saying Arabic or English. It was announced it's going to be in English, and so we need to keep our commitment to do it in English. And of course, we could, in discussion, transfer to Arabic. كلنا عرب ليش English عربي من فضلك. Okay. We could do voting. I will do mix. So we'll make everybody happy. So we will go. First of all, mental health in high performance organization. this is the topic that we will go to discuss today. So usually what I'm saying, if I have a trouble, so أنا عندي أصحابي عادة أصحاب مشاكل، لو قلت لهم أن الأداء العالي في المنظمات عن طريق المنتل هيلث، عادة أصحابي أصحاب المشاكل راح يقولوا لي خليفة سيبك من موضوع المنتل هيلث والصحة، أنت عطنا الهاي بيرفورمانس، الأداء العالي. فعادة أنا تخيلت لو أنا عرضت السؤال هذا على أصحابي الترابل ميكرز، if I present this to them, they're going to tell me, forget about the mental health. Just tell me how is the high performance organization is happening. Okay, how we can get one without two. Is this possible? If possible, just let me know how. فهم راح يسألوني فوز موضوع المنتل، هل نقدر نحن نكون ذات أداء أصحاب أداء عالي في المنظمة من غير ما يكون عندنا صحة نفسية أو صحة بشكل عام؟ عشان أجاوب هذا السؤال راح أمشي معاكم ثلاث قصص، ثلاث أفكار بسيطة راح نحاول نجاوب على السؤال هذا. So to answer this question, I will go through three questions or messages. So this is the question, how we have a high performance organization without mental health. كيف يكون عندنا أداء عالي في منظمة من غير ما يكون عندنا صحة نفسية. المسج الأولاني, my first message is that usually when people come to me in my practice, they're going to ask me, Khalifa, after the first session, they will say, Khalifa, you know, I'm sad a little bit. And they ask questions because they are ashamed. They ask their questions, okay, am I going to be normal after going through the mental health issue? And usually I try to teach them, say, no, you're not going to be normal. You're going to be great. And then I show them those two books, which is one of them, you could see there is a very prominent and famous people there, as like presidents of US, scientists, artists, and royal families. And you could see, and this is the message, mental health will never stop you from being great. This is the first message. So الناس عادة لما يجوني في العيادة أول يوم يكون عندهم أنهم يسألونك ويقولون أن هل أنا برجع طبيعي؟ أنا عادة أمزح معاهم وأقول لا ما بترجع طبيعي، أنت راح تصير أفضل. So this is the first message. And actually what is now in the new research, what we came to see, is that it's actually, you cannot, if you manage your depression or your mental health issue, it's not you're going to be only great. This experience will make you even better. So those characteristics, empathy, creativity, realism, and resilience, that is what's going to be even better because you have a mental health issue. So not you will just continue to go well. Actually, because you have mental health, you will be even better. So this is the new research. So الحالات النفسية أو التحديات النفسية هي أحيانا أصلا هذا التحدي إذا تعاملت معه بشكل طيب راح يجعلك أفضل. So this is my first message for those people usually come to me in my clinic. I tell them mental health will never stop you to be great. It's gonna make you even better if you manage it well. So this is the saying, never let good crisis go to waste, even a personal one. So that was my first message. So people were going to tell me, oh, Khalifa, good. You see, if I have a mental health challenges, I could be great. But I'm not yet. I don't have any mental issue yet. So how I can be high performance? Yeah, so I don't have any mental health issue now. And that's good that people with mental health issue can use this crisis to be even better, but I'm not now. So can I be better? How do I be better or high performing? فعادة الحين نعيد بالعربي نقول ان عادة الشخص يقول اوكي انا ما عندي مرض نفسي حاليا لكن انا اريد اكون صاحب اداء عالي، كيف اسوي هذا الشيء؟ These questions have been answered actually by a researcher. He's also from Germany, and he had the same questions. There's a lot of things actually have been, what is high performance? But he noticed that there is no scientific base on that. So a lot of people writing about high performance and management, but no one like ask what's the skills it's take to be high performance. So he would do a review, doing everything to try to find a framework. What is the high performance habits? So you could see here, there's like 500 million hits in Google of how to be high performance. So that is telling you everyone is searching to be high performance, which is natural, I would say. So, and this one, so what he came on from, I will translate in Arabic first. فالشخص اللي نحن شفناه الريسيرشر هو كان يريد يعرف شو الاشياء اللي تخلينا نحن هاي برفورمانس او اداء عالي. راح وجمع في كثير من الكلام مكتوب فيه بس ما في علمي، فعمل الريسيرش تبعه ان انا اريد احصر شو هي الهاي بيرفورمانس سكيلز، شو هي الادوات او المهارات اللي لازم تكون عندي عشان اكون انا من اصحاب الاداء العالي. Now as you see from those 8 you could see that actually 5 of them they are health. So they are only health. Eat, move, sleep, think and relax, what we called mental health, but it's health. So there's no actually health without mental health. So five out of 8 of those what we called high performance, it is actually being healthy. And if you, like me, have contact with high performance sport people, athletes, you will see, or like even CEOs and people with high performance, usually in specific positions, you will notice they are hyper focused on their health. They will ask what I drink, how I rest, and all that stuff. So the message here is that the first step, the essential step, I would say, step to be a high performing person is actually to be healthy, to focus on health. بالعربي هذه الأشياء أو العادات ال8 5 منها هي أصلا نقدر نترجمها أنك تكون صحي، تحافظ على صحتك. الناس أصحاب الأداء العالي هم حقيقة عندهم اهتمام شديد، يكاد يكون وسواس للصحة. كيف أنا أكون صحيح؟ صحتي، شو الأشياء اللي تساعدني، شو الأشياء هاي؟ هذا كان محصلة أو الأشياء، طبعا في أشياء أخرى بس الشيء المهم عندنا المين ثينجز أنهم عادة إذا تريد تكون صاحب أداء عالي الصحة يجب أن تكون أولوية. So the first things here, if you want to be a healthy citizen, and this is the question, healthy citizens are the greatest asset of any country can have. Same for organization. So any organization want to be high performing need to focus on health. This is from this, I would say, research. So you said, Khalif, okay, that's great. So you're telling me now if I am healthy and focusing on health, and we with all the extra habits, and now we have healthy person, okay, individuals who healthy and high performance, and then we have many of those high performance people in an organization, a building, then we will have a high performing organization. If you think like this, you are good like McKinsey. Okay. I will continue then in English. So you're going to be like McKinsey. So because like McKinsey consultation, I would say what they have, they assume the same thing. Okay, so I like this chatting because like in Arabic, how many people want it in English? Just write English. If not, English. 1, English. 2, keep going. Keep going. Those are the motivator, I would say. Okay. English? Okay. Okay, good. So we are divided. That's good. Okay, so then I will keep with the promise because I think it is important that we keep our promise. It's stated that we stated that it's going to be English, and it's correct, it's in English. So I will keep it in English. And all the people in Arabic, I'm happy to do it again, full in Arabic. I love Arabic, I'm Arabic, but I think we need to keep the promise to do it in English. Good. So I will continue now, but I think we will actually have this point. I love this conflict now here, Arabic English. So to proceed now, to come back, as we said, just to recap, the one thing that we have here to say, if you are healthy and focus on healthy and have this some 2-3 habits, then what you're going to do, you could be high-performing individuals, but does that translate to be a high-performing organization? McKinsey actually believed in that. They said, yes, you could do that. And what happened in the McKinsey, there was the war of talent. You need to have a high-performance, I would say, high-performance individual. Have them with all cause. Don't like think about it. So if you have a fine high performance person, just go and take them, give them all the money, bring all this A players in your organization, and you will have a great organization. And what was that? It was disaster. People went bankrupted from this McKinsey advice. Why? Because then you figured out that actually business and organization is a team. Yeah, so it's a team sport. It's not one-man show. And this is why if you have all like Cristiano, a team from Cristiano Ronaldo and all those people, you cannot have a team of just one. You need a goalkeeper. You need a defense. You cannot only have just the stars in your team. And this was the revelation here, is that actually is take teamwork to have a good organization. It's not only high performance individuals will translate directly to an organization, it's the team. And if you could see now here that the summary is that from Ray Dalio, one of my favorite authors, I would say, and business entrepreneurs and businessmen, is to get to the top, team needs to be good people, trust, truth, adaptability, and to keep ego in check. You could see there's a lot of those parts is mental health. And here again, the 5 things high performance teams do differently. You could see, and this is the one, the most important thing is that those good team will make you healthier, happier, and more productive, and vice versa. Healthy and happier, productive team will make you even more high performing. So this is a cycle that's feasible. So when you think about high performance team, you need to think about the relationship in the team, the health of the relationship. When I talk about somebody telling you high performing team, focus solely on the relationship, how those people will behave between them. So, and this is the social relationships and health. If you have good relationship, you will have health. You have health, you will have a healthy relationship. And this is what we called spiral. So in an organization and it's in individuals, you could see that's when you have a trouble in the organization and the relationship in organization, that will translate to a problem in the individual level. And individual levels will also translate in the problem in the relationship. And this is, you need to tackle them together, not one, not like only organization without individuals and individuals without organization. You need to have both. So the third message is that strength of the team is each individual's member. The strength of each member is the team. Let's go both ways. So before answering the first questions, could we have a high performance organization without mental health? The question is that, before answering that, I will recap. I told you until now 3 things, actually, 3 messages. What we have, first one is that if you have mental health, you still can be great. It's actually going to be greater if you manage it well. If you want to be high performance as an individual, you need to focus on health. Health is essential for you to be high performance. Third things, for an organization to be high performance is take a team. So you need to have a healthy relationship in the team to have a high performance organization. So those are the 3 messages. So before now answering the questions, and I will ask the questions once again, can we have a high performance organization without mental health or not? Is this possible or not? Any in the chat? So somebody say no. Anyone would say yes. No. Fatima Al-Madri say no. Okay. Not possible. Yes, with glitches. I love it, Salwa. No. ضبابة تقول لا. Good. Actually, yes. Oh, this is great. Actually, I would love to hear why you said yes. The answer is actually yes. You can by stealing from the future. And this has happened all the time. So you could be high performing in 1 year, rock and roll, best things. And then what happened? Crash, what we called you burned out. So actually you can be high performance organization and individuals in the short term without mental health. And this is happening all around us. But this is why driving burnout rate on the roof, because you are stealing from your health in the future. And that is the message here. Yes, you can, but you are stealing from the future. It is not sustainable. And watch for the steal. And I would say, like the US and the politics, stop the steal. I will tell it to you personally and organization. Stop stealing from your future self. Do it sustainably. And that's need to be through health and only, I would say, with mental health. There's no health without mental health. بالعربي أنت تستطيع أن تكون ذات أداء عالي من غير الصحة النفسية أو من غير صحة، ولكن لفترات قصيرة. أنت تسرق من مستقبلك. وهذه المنظمة التي يكون أدائها عالي من غير صحة هي تسرق من مستقبل المؤسسة في المستقبل. تسرق من صحة الموظفين من المستقبل. فالفكرة الأساسية أن نعم تستطيع أن تكون ذات أداء عالي من غير صحة نفسية، ولكن بالسرقة من مستقبلك كمؤسسة أو كفرد. So that's what I would say the message that I want, and now we will go to discussion. And this is so books, and I will talk about later on about interesting book, but I would say. So first of all, I think it's interesting that people started talking about, I would say, Arabic or English. This is the first time I have this kind of conflict, and let's say.
هي دكتور، هي طبعا احنا دائما نسال ان نسوي سيشن بالعربي.
You are glitching, Khawla, again. We need to tell Eتصالات to correct your Wi-Fi complaint. So anyone have questions, I would say. Khawla, of course, have a lot of questions. Anyone, you could write me if you have any questions. How do you deal with burnout? This is good. This is one. Any other questions? So we will have like 3 questions, then I will answer them. Any? ما هي أسرع وأسهل طريقة لرفع الصحة النفسية؟ Okay. So what do you mean by stealing from the future? Okay, good. Okay, I just to make it I would say fun. I would say there's a book here called Handling Shit. Okay, you can see it here. And this is why the story behind this book. This is a book like published in, I would say, in Germany. So it's in German. So Handling Shit, I'll translate it. Difficult situation, difficult people, difficult emotions. How to deal with those things. What is about this funny book, I would say? We have done this interview, I would say, this presentations with different organizations, and we noticed that there is the people who are good in their heart and willing to help. Those actually the people who are suffer. The good people are suffering in different organizations actually in I would say in UAE. The good people, the people who want to come and serve and do better for the community and do better for the organization, and they suffer a lot. And they were saying, "Oh, why is that?" Okay, so they're telling me, "Why is that?" And that's what I was calling them. Said, you know, if you are building a home, a very nice home, a very lovely home with all the luxury in this home, but you don't have toilet, you cannot live in this home. And this is the joke is shit happened. And you need, as a good person, to know how to deal with difficult situations, emotions, and difficult people. And if you don't have this skill, regardless of how marvelous you are, how much performance, and how much you are good and willing to do better, if you don't know how to deal with shitty situations, you will have terrible life. The same thing, if you don't have a toilet in your home, the home will stink. If you don't know how to flush it, it will stink. So that's what we called here, and this was one of these books for those good-hearted people who want to do good, but they don't understand. It's difficult. I say you are lacking one important skill, is how to deal with difficult situations, emotions, and people. And this is essential in life. Life will throw hard things on you. Rocks, you need to know how to deal with that. And this is a skill you need to learn. So this is Doc. So this is the story of it. Now we will go to the questions. I would say I will stop sharing now. Okay. Oops. Good. So what I want now, the first question that's have been asked for me is that how to deal with burnout. And also there was a question how to fix your mental health. السؤال بالعربي كان كيف يكون عندنا صحة نفسية بشكل طريقة سهلة وسريعة. Both of those answers, and this is like my philosophy, I will not give you tips and tricks to do that because it's take you reflect about. Paula is now here.
Yes, can you hear me, Doctor?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so يعني دكتور آخر نصيحة تحب تقدمها للحضور معانا اليوم.
Okay, نحن we were answering questions. خولة, when you come, one question of that was how to deal with, I would say, burnout and how to get quick mental health tips and so. Okay. If you could mute خولة. a little bit because there's like
Yeah.
glitches? Okay, so what I was saying to usually this is the wrong way to go about it, is asking about treatment without diagnosis. Your burnout is different than my burnout. Your mental health is different than my mental health. So the first things that you need to do, and this is why Takallam is important, or solutions like Takallam is important, because you need to understand what's the problem. And a lot of solutions is go way wrong. Why? Because we focus on the solution and we don't understand the problem. مرة ثانية بالعربي، الناس عادة تسألك شو أسوي عشان يكون عندي صحة نفسية؟ شو أسوي عشان أنا ما يكون عندي اكتئاب؟ شو أسوي؟ والغلط اللي الناس دائما ترتكبه انها وايد تركز على اللي هو الجواب أو الحل وهي ما تدرس المشكلة. أهم شيء بالصحة النفسية انك تعرف هي اصلا شو المشكلة، شو مشكلتك انت بالضبط. هذا اهم شيء بالنسبة لي. ان انا كيف اذا انت شيء عندك بيرن اوت تريد وانت منتل هيلث، اول شيء يقول شو المنتل هيلث بالنسبة لي. There's a lot of reflections towards tests for you. You need to understand yourself. If you will do quick fix, go running, do yoga, do meditation, you will try a lot and you will notice that not all of them work really good for you. فالفكرة المهمة انك انت جوابي للسؤالين انك انت رقم واحد تحتاج تفهم شو هي المشكلة. وعادة انا اقول اسأل 5 ليش. Ask always why 5 times. Why I'm burned out? Because I'm working too much. Why I'm working too much? Because my boss wants me to work was. Why he wants me to work too much? And so on, until you understand the real true reason, then you can go and fix it. So, and this is the mistake that usually people, so all people that come to me usually, they have been, and always I ask them, what did you try? Because all of them, they tried a lot. Yeah. And this is keep happening again and again. People try things without understanding the problem. Sometimes actually your problem, you cannot say no. That's it. You cannot say no. This is your mental health things. Just when you say no, then you will have mental health. You are committing too much. The other person, his mental health, he needs to know that he is a narcissist and he's not the best. And if you know this fact, he will know why people hate him. And that's the mental health for him. And this is the point that I want to, the message, I would say, for those two on, so for those two questions. Yeah. إذا في أحد عنده سؤال ثاني، وأنا أتوقع أول شيء لكل إخواني اللي بالعربي، أتوقع أن بالعربي أو الإنجليزي ليست هي حرب على مثل ما تقول الهوية، ولكن هي نحن كعرب نلتزم بكلامنا. وإذا أنا قلت في الفلاير أنه بيكون بالإنجليزي، أنا رجال احترم كلامي ولازم يكون بالإنجليزي. This is why I would do it in English. So what does it mean to steal from the future? Steal from the future of your health. And usually you're going to say you are going to live like 70 years healthy. And now you're crushing yourself hard to have high performance in your 30s. And then you start have diabetes, heart, and all that thing. And then you die or you have diseases starting from the 50 and you cannot perform later on in your life. So this is what we mean stealing the future. So you steal your performance from this future because you are destroying your health. Okay, so come across some bosses to improve your performance at work, all methods. Okay, at work you will damage your mental health. Work who will damage your mental health program. Yeah, actually, and this is the point, Emil, and this is like, I love it actually. That's correct. And this is my point when I say handling shit. People will try to destroy your mental health. This is life. If you think, and this is actually, ML, the most important things to know. If you are a good person, well-hearted, you want to do your job, you want to be good, and so that's you're gonna be target of all the bad people. The people will look to you. I need to. This person, he think he is good, and we are evil. I will show him that he is evil like us, and they will start hitting you, hitting you, hitting you until they break your peace of mind. So that's important. The questions is that, you know, the good people usually they think if I'm good, life will be automatically good for me. No, if you are good, people will try to make sure that you're really good, or you after the first one you're going to be like smashed. So this is why important. If you think you are good, and this is the message, and well-hearted, and you want to do the best for the people and all that stuff, you think you are genuinely good, you need to practice dealing with hard situations, hard emotions, and hard people, because you will have a lot of troubles. Okay, any other questions we have? Well, of course, I feel, you know, I feel you let me feel a little bit so miserable. So I cannot please all of you, but I need to manage that. So, okay, dear doctor, if you can answer my question, high performance needs two parties, the individuals and institute in a situation where one party is lacking. How can we, as individuals, or demand same from or demand the same from institution? Okay, this is now good questions, and this is, I love this topic. It is called organization politics. Sometimes, first of all, you cannot change things. You just change the organization. There's a lot of good, I would say, good organization out there. And if you want to change a bad system in an organization, you need to know you are now doing a political movement inside the organization. So you need to understand what is power, how to deal with power, how to manage it, and all that stuff. And you know, do you want to spend your energy to change this organization? For my side, sometimes I see bad organizations say, okay, they will die by themselves in 5 years. Why I need to be the hero to save this organization? This is not my war. I will do something else. So it's correct, as you said, and as I mentioned, you need to have organization and also what we called organization, and you will need also the individuals. Correct. And sometimes it's a battle. Okay. Now we have still 10 minutes. Why younger generation, our children are more vulnerable to mental health? That is a lovely questions. I love you guys. You have very interesting questions, I would say. It's actually not our children. We having trouble with mental health, because usually people ask you, why my grandpa did not he need you, Khalifa, as a psychotherapist? Why I will need you? My grandpa, he will have nothing about mental health and was fine. He was happy in his life. He's enjoying life. But now we are start speaking about mental health. What's the wrong? We have environment, high stress environment. Now, my grandpa, he know the neighbors, all of them the same. He go visit, and so there's no too much change in his environment. It was good, cool, happy. And this relationship. Now we are living alone, a lot of us living alone, a lot of us like have nuclear family. He needs to manage his job, his children, the schools, need to go to careers, need to go to reforms, need to be in the Snapchats really looking well, in the Twitter and responding. And this is like what one thing amazing for me, there was like the little child who was trapped in Morocco and died, unfortunately. And the whole world was crying on him. And that is good, but this is like, this is our life. My mother in Al Ain was crying and distressed because the small child dying in Morocco, thousands of kilometers far away from us. That will not happen to my grandfather, because he did not have this tool. There is a lot. If you want to see miserable things, you could see a lot of things around you miserable. Now it's possible. There's everyday people dying, and you can see this live. And this is a lot of stress. So my answer, why us and our children have this trouble, the environment changed. And this creates a situation where there's high stress in our life. The speed and the change. That's why making us. And this is the same thing. This is not new. You know, we have now pandemic of obesity and diabetes. Why? Because our diet changed, our work changed. And now the new digital way, it's having burden or cost in our mental health. And this is the age where we need to have guideline how to be healthy in the digital age, how to manage digital age in very well. I hope I answered that. Okay. Anything else? We have, I think, 9 minutes. How to deal with feeling ashamed. Let's see. Thank you, Amal. Okay. Okay. How to deal with shame when it comes to mental health. Okay, so this and improve by keeping stress away from me. Okay. Please tell us more about how to deal with the fake and narcissist people working in life general. Okay, so actually, together with what we called Takellum, we are planning to do something about those good people who want to understand how to deal with difficult situations. So handling shit. And this is the skills. And usually, I would say, like, from my environment, there's like usually people who have been raised in an extended family or neighborhood. Everyone know them. Everyone was good for them. And so they have protected environment. And then they go in the world. And that's a lot of miserable people trying to steal you, stab you, kill you. So in career and all that stuff. And they are surprised. And that is actually skills that you need to learn. You need to learn street smart, how to deal with bad people, how to deal with bad situations, how to deal with, I would say, bad emotions. So I think there's whole literature and to teach us how to deal with this thing. Okay, is always mental health do you value the importance of employing mental health counselor or support? This is a great question, Hayat. I would say, I cannot see my face, Hayat. I cannot see my face. I need a mirror. So you need a person who are neutral and objective and could tell you what's wrong with you. You cannot do it by yourself. You need a reflective surface. And I'd always joke, could you imagine people that yourself, if there was no mirror, you cannot see your face. You have never seen your face with your eye. You see your face through reflection, cameras, and so. And this is the same thing with mental health. You need somebody from outside to give you feedback. Humans are not created to live alone. We are created to live in groups. So people will give us reflection. So you need to find a good guy who you trust. And usually this is easy to do, I would say, counselor. So you know he's neutral, he don't have hidden agenda on you, and so something can give you a feedback. So this is general. So yes, feedback, support through counselor is very important. If you have a friend, if you have another person, so not formal, that will be great. Tasneem, what about self-reflection? Oh, that's great. I would love to say self-exploration, actually. A lot of us go in life and we don't understand how we tick. I always joke, every one of us give us what we called from our parent, they give us a program, okay, operating system. That's in your childhood. And sometimes you don't know how this program is working. It's functioning, but you don't know how it's working. So you need to know how it's functioning. So if something goes wrong in your life, you can fix it. So yes, reflection is important. So since Ms. Khawla won't be able to join to the end of the session, I'll be handling this part of, don't mind, okay? You can know your face, but what you do. Ah, okay. So that's great. I love Ahmed. You know, we are people practical. So men usually in the Middle East practical. Let's make do. Step the token. Let's do the action. Then you can have a huge amount of actions that you can do. Actually, you can fix yourself. You can see. Do I want to stay like this? Should I shave? Or no, I like my face. How's it? Or should I, maybe my skin is not good. My teeth, something in my teeth, I need to remove it. Then it's your way to decide what to do and which are the skills. But as I said, usually the problem that people don't know the problem. They think they know what's the problem, but it's wrong, totally wrong. So usually when you know the problem, you can find the answer and solution easy. Okay, anything else? Or I talked a lot, people. I was hoping Khawla will join me to spare me from talking a lot. Somebody like Hayata, we need this stuff to each organization effectively. And so, yeah, there is actually, I would say, a lot of organizations do have those stuff. Coaching, they call them, and different names, support groups. And so there is a lot of organization that they have. So I think now I could let you go. Stress is comparing ourselves to other, while we need to compare ourselves to ourselves and try to improve from myself. I love that. The last comments, comparing, I would say yes, but we will always compare ourselves. But this is a talk for a different one. So, Wu'ud, somebody help me. So should we say goodbye and
Yes.
good luck? Okay.
Yes, I think Dr. Khalifa, there is two more questions. First one is asking about the certificates. Yes, attendance certificates will be sent to all participants in this session. And the second question, they're asking about, can we get a recording? Of course, the recording of this session will be uploaded to the FAHR website.
Okay.
And I hope all questions have been answered.
I have one question.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead.
Did you hear to my presentation?
Yes, of course.
Did you like it?
Of course. 100%.
Okay, now I'm happy. At least somebody give me feedback. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Khalifa. Thank you very much for such an outstanding session and for participating so effectively. We at FAHR appreciate that. We appreciate the time you took for being with us and for sharing your thoughts and experience about the mental health. Thank you very much. And thank you also, Ms. Khawla and Takallam team as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Same to you. Bye.
Salama.